One of my granddaughters was staying with me recently, and she doesn't always like the food that I fix. Got a pretty refined palate. It's kind of like this, like a lot of kids. But I found out she loves my panna cakes, apparently. Yes, panna cakes. Papa Greg makes really good panna cakes. And so that's what she wants to eat for every meal because she knows that she likes my panna cakes. I'm not exactly sure that's the most nutritious choice for every meal, but it makes me happy and joyous that she likes my panna cakes. But it took my mind back to my dad was the breakfast guru in my house growing up. In Columbus, Indiana, where I grew up, there was a large bakery named Sapp's Bakery. And Sapp's was known as having really great donuts. But that was back in the day when we were okay if the donuts weren't as fresh. These days we want the fresh, gooey donuts. Back then, Sapp's donuts, as good as they weren't always necessarily all that fresh. But they were good. They were delicious. Those yeast donuts, ooh. So we would get them, and because they could stand a little freshening up, my dad would take a yeast donut. When I say yeast donut, that's kind of a regional way of calling the kind of a standard donut glazed yeast donut. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, he would take it, he would cut it in half, he would put butter on it and fry them, and oh my, were they so good. Now, I know a donut slathered with butter and then fried doesn't sound that nutritious, but it got me to where I am today. Those delicious refried donuts, oh, they were just such a good treat, and I wouldn't dare eat those today as much as I would love to have another one. Probably should avoid them. My blessing for you today, though, is that God will give you that moment of sweetness where you just recognize, oh, wow, God is just here in this moment reminding me. It's kind of one of those God yoo-hoo moments where he's saying, I want you to see I'm here. One of those God fingerprint moments when everything else moves away and you see God clearly in that moment. May God give you one of those sweet moments that you need, just that will encourage you and empower you and strengthen you and help you as you move forward today. And may it be so in the name of Jesus.